You haven't always been that guy because in high school your coach didn't let you practice on Tuesdays because you would fuck the whole practice up because you were too good. Is that true?
Yes.
Just love how you said that. You're like ashamed that you ruined your high school practices. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Green Light Podcast. I'm Chris Long, the host of this podcast. If you don't subscribe to our podcast currently, please do that. We got a lot of great interviews that drop. If you're a Texans fan, if you're just passing through because you saw Will Anderson, we also have DeMeco Ryans. We have Nick Saban from earlier this summer. We have J.J. Watt, who actually gave me this Burnley hat, hooked your boy up. I got a kit too. So yeah, if you like Texans, check out those interviews. If you're a local, you know what to do. Stick around for more great interviews. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about the pod. My question for y'all today is going to be this. Please comment below. Who is going to be the defensive rookie of the year? I do think this guy has some competition. I think a couple guys from Georgia might have something to say. Up in Philly, you never know. With Tyree in Vegas, it could be a corner. It could be Christian Gonzalez. Who's it going to be? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate y'all. We got the great Will Anderson, one of the best college football players I've seen in the last 10 years, man, and somebody that me and Stanford Steve have talked about on this show. I love the way he plays the game. I think he's in the right place. He's got good vets. I'm pulling for the Texans. Will, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. First, I want to say thank you for having me on your show and your podcast. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot, and I'm doing good. Training camp's been going great, so I'm super blessed and super happy.
Well, that's good to hear. I know you just got off the practice field. How's practice been?
It's been great. I feel like this is like the funnest I've had playing ball in a long time. Like, it's been so fun. Like, no school, no tutoring, no nothing. Like, I just get to eat, sleep football, so it's been fun.
Yeah, you don't have to make the study hall at night and all that stuff. Yeah, I know the deal, man. Pro football is, in some ways, is easier. I mean, the football is harder, but you can kind of focus on ball, and that's what's great. Okay, so I read something about you. On this show, we do a layup line. Basically, like we pick a song to set the thing off. You like listening to chill music, like MJ in The Last Dance. I don't know if you saw The Last Dance. He was listening to Anita Baker on the bus of the game. So what do you listen to before the game specifically?
So I like Anita Baker. I like Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's most definitely in the playlist a lot before the game. I like 90s R&B a lot. No artist in particular, like all of them really. And I like Drake is my favorite artist, so stuff like that.
Okay. Do you like any Houston rappers?
I just found out Travis Scott was from Houston. They love him down here. I mean, he's in the playlist a little bit, but not too much. But he's cool.
Okay. I got you. Do you know Zero? We got to get you on Zero. We got to get you on Maxo Cream. And then we got to get you on Scarface. Scarface is an obvious one. So I want you to pick a 90s song that Will Anderson would listen to maybe right before he runs out onto the field.
Ooh. Probably some Jodeci. I'm not going to hold you.
Okay.
Jodeci.
I'm not going to hold you.
Come and talk to me.
I don't know that one, so that's good. I learned something new today. So that's our layup line, Jodeci. This is cool. I like that you listen to chill music. It's hard to. It's actually I found it hard to calm down. So it actually makes sense that you would try to pump the brakes a little bit before you go out. So I love that. Did you know before Houston traded for you that they were going to make a move? Like going into the draft, I can remember when I went, I knew it was going to be like Miami or St. Louis, and then if it wasn't them, I knew I might fall for 3 or 4 picks. Being at the top of the draft, how much did you know going in, and was it a big surprise?
Yeah, so it was actually a really big surprise for me. Like my agent, she did a really good job on like staying on top of everything and like letting me like know like 100% like what was going on. And like we thought I was gonna go to Seattle. Like Seattle was like, if you're at 5, we're taking you. Like that's where you're gonna go. And then the draft came and they traded up, and in the back room, like it still said Arizona was still on the clock. So I'm like. And there's like 30 seconds left. And I'm like, I still ain't got no phone call. So I'm like, they probably got somebody else. And I don't know why, but like, I got my phone and I see the Texans calling me. I'm like, oh, because they had just picked CJ. And mind you, the Cardinals still on the screen. So I'm like, oh, they probably just calling me like, hey, we couldn't get you, but we still think you're da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. But then I answered, it was like, we're going to draft you. And I just went crazy because, like, this is my first visit. And, like, it just felt right. Like, the people in the building, the scheme, Coach Ryan's, the staff, everybody. And, like, it was just, like, the best visit that I had over all my visits. So when I got that call, it was like I don't even know how to explain it. It was a blessing, though.
Dude, that's amazing. I can remember sitting in New York at the table because back in the day we'd go to New York and my mom's phone went off in the middle of the first pick at the table, her cell phone, and everybody thought I was getting picked. It turned out not to be true. But yeah, it's just a crazy process. I mean, like the rookie stuff. Have they told you to make you carry stuff? Are you gonna have to sing? Is it anything like that? Have they given you the down low on that?
Actually, I think it's my time to sing today in the team meeting room. So.
No way, dude. What are you going to do? Have you studied Aiden Hutchinson's tape last year on Hard Knocks?
No, I haven't. I got a good song. I think I got a pretty good song. It's going to be something that everybody – I wanted to do something. I wanted to have mine correlated. I wanted to have some music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it the right way, so it's going to be good.
All right, little sneak peek. Do we know what song it is?
No.
What do you got, an hour, dude? You're going to be thinking about it in the weight room.
Hey, I'm in my list. I'm going to be trying to come up with something.
All right, that's good. Have they given you any shit about number 51? I know I read about your process where you say numbers don't matter. They gave me 30. I thought 31 looked great. And I think if you're fast, 51 is going to look pretty good too. And I know you can run. Have they given you any shit about 51?
Oh, of course. Of course they have. Especially the guys that I played with at Alabama. Of course they have. They keep they was like, how you go from one bad number to another bad number?
They're like, you're supposed to be on the field with the unsigned guys, man. These are like practice squad numbers, man. We got to get you in a 90s number. But I think it's going to look fine, man. At the end of my career, I picked a 50s number because I wanted to look fast. I wasn't fast anymore. I don't know if I was ever fast. How about Hard Knocks, man? Like, were you nervous Hard Knocks was going to be coming to Houston?
No, not really. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I had to I'm more locked in on the job and, trying to get everything down packed and understand the system and the scheme and everything like that. So, I really didn't have time to think about if Hard Knocks was coming and if they did come, how would that affect me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be just a lot of cameras. But did you grow up watching that? Did you used to sit in camp in Tuscaloosa and watch Hard Knocks?
Not too much, really. I seen little clips here and there, on YouTube and stuff like that, or come up on my feed. And, I watch a little bit on TV, in the training room sometimes. Yeah. So it would be cool seeing all that stuff.
It's good training camp viewing for at the hotel, later tonight. I know it comes on. You should check it out. Two guys I wanted to ask you about. Okay, I'll start with Jerry Hughes because Jerry, man, we overlapped, and I thought he was one of the most underrated players in the league. I got so much respect for the guy, the way he plays the game. And when I saw that they were drafting you, I said it was like a light bulb went off. I was like, this is great. He's got a great vet in the room, somebody who can probably help hone some of your technique, but also just tell you how things are in the NFL. What's it been like having a Jerry Hughes in the room to kind of guide you along this journey?
Yeah, it's been great. Jerry probably doesn't even know, even though I ask him questions here and there, I literally watch everything Jerry does, from the way he warms up to the way he takes the field. I watch all his reps. I watch when he comes off the field. I watch when he has a break, everything. And he's constant with the thing that separates him from everybody else. He's constantly working his craft. Yep. If it's on break, he's doing hands. He's doing tight toe turns and everything like that. He's just everything. And for me, just watching that, I said, that's how you stay in the league this long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He practices he's still a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about him so much. People joke a lot saying take this day off, take that day off. He's like, no. You know what I'm saying? At this age, he still has that drive, everything, and he pours so much back into all the guys in the room. He'll say, Coach, can you stop the tape? Will, you could have did this, you could have did that. And I'm just with my notepad writing it all down. But he's been a great vet to have in the room. I look up to him a lot. He's a big inspiration. And, I hope when I be able to be a vet, I can just do the same thing that he does, because he comes to work every day. He doesn't miss a single day. OTAs, he was there, everything. So that just shows how much he loves the game and how much respect he has for the game.
Well, wish Jerry luck this year for me. I'm a big fan of his. I love watching him play. And Laremy Tunsil, man, great player. You get to, right off the bat, see what the best of the best looks like. And he praised you pretty heavily the other day. I don't know if you read your press clippings or if it came across the ticker, but this guy loves you. What's it like been going against him? And then what's the biggest difference in the way guys set? Have you noticed anything off the bat between the college and the pro game?
Oh, most definitely. So like one like LT, he's great. Like going against him every day, like he gives me pointers every day. Like if he win a rep, he'll smile at me. If I do something good, I smile at him, and I just love that competition. But just as far as like the NFL to college, like it's no hands. Like offensive linemen are just gonna shoot their hands at you. They're gonna be really passive, kind of more finesse, and that's kind of what he is. And I think why he's so good is because he can stay square for a really long time on his pass sets. And I think that's what separates him a lot from a lot of tackles in college. Like a lot of tackles, they just vertical set and they're gonna throw you their hands right now.
Yep.
With LT, he's gonna bait you, clamp you up, and hold on to you, just try to take you wherever he wants to go. But that's just the good thing about going against him. That's probably what you're going to see a lot in the league, and just keep building on it. Switching up your different rush moves, switching up your different stances, give him something new. And I think like early on, that's what I wasn't doing, and now that I'm doing it, it's starting to get better, and those reps are starting to like stack.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can remember getting up in the league and seeing guys pulling their hands back. You got single hand punchers, you got inside hand punchers. You should just be these big physical puncher guys that, they specialize in the run game. But yeah, I mean, I kind of wonder with that chess match, have you added anything new to your arsenal? What moves are you looking to develop the most at the next level due to the competition?
Yeah, for me, so like I like power a lot. So
Yeah.
and just watching like Coach Ryan's defense, that's usually like, that's what all his guys are built off, just strain, power, relentless effort. So now just working on more speed. Like I got it, I just never like really used it. So that's just one thing, just to throw a curveball at him. Oh, he's going speed, and then okay, we're gonna go power this play or something like that. So like just having a like fastball, something like that. So those are things I've been working on, just speed, tight turning, dipping at the top of the rush, ghost rushing and stuff like that, just to throw him off.
When you go power, are you working more one arm post? Or are you going two arms? Because I always found for me, not being a longer arm guy, it helped me get longer to get sideways and get that one arm in there. And it's just all timing. Have you worked the one arm stuff?
Yes, I work one arm all the time, and for me, I like forklift a lot. Like I like somehow just naturally like kind of good with my hands and just getting hands off me. So I got just do a stab, forklift, or double forklift, or sometimes I go bull swipe and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to watch you put it together. How about like looking at the schedule? I was looking at your schedule. I know you're focused on tomorrow, the next day, and all that stuff. But like some of the names that you're going to play. I mean, Lamar Jackson, week 1. I doubt you've seen anybody that fast before, but there are some really good, mobile college quarterbacks. What's the key to rushing a guy like that?
Rush.
Yeah.
Just rush.
Yeah.
Because
I love that.
Honestly, in college, when we played faster guys, they would always say like condense the pocket or like don't let them get out the pocket, and it just slows you down because you think about we can't rush like how we want to. One thing that I can say about this D-line group, we've been doing a really good job of learning how each other rush. Today we were just talking about like if we're going to eat as a D-line, we all have to rush together. We all have to be on the same page, and that's how everybody eats. And so if everybody just rush together and nobody's being selfish and everybody know like how to rush, I feel like we'll really be a great defensive line. So just go out there and everybody do their best rush, but, be smart with it.
How about, just want to talk running backs for a second. You got a great one that you get to see in person. I love Dameon Pierce. I know you guys are just thudding up right now, probably. I don't know if you're doing any live, but, just watching him hit a hole next to you, can you feel the power?
Oh, most definitely. Yes. Like, I watched a few of his highlights, just like they came across, like I said, like my TL and everything like that in college and everything, because I didn't like grow up a Houston fan, so I really didn't know. But like, I used to see him, I was like, bro, who is this? So now that I'm at practice and he's actually like doing it in practice, I was like, oh yeah, he's the real deal. Like I have a ton of respect for him. Like the way he runs the ball, his like center of gravity, and he can like balance and everything like that, but still has so much power and speed. It makes him really different.
So, I used to play for the Eagles. I never played with Devonta Smith, but, Eagles fans will love to hear you talk about him. He doesn't say 2 words, does he? I mean, he's pretty quiet. What was that Heisman year like? I mean, I think you were maybe a freshman that year. You come in to see that level of greatness outside. What was it like watching him work? What makes that guy tick?
Yeah, for me, he just loves football. Like I seen the way he went about every day. You know, he was the same consistent guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, like we'll have 6:30 a.m. lift, and he'll be the first one in the training room on the first table. You know, getting treatment, whatever like that. And it just opened my eyes a lot. And I tell people all the time, like I really like just going in there. I took a lot from him, and I put it into me. Like everything that he used to do, his work ethic was relentless. You know what I'm saying? Like he practiced like when guys get into later years, they may not want to do every rep. He's still doing every rep at practice, and I think just love for football is what keeps him going. He wants to be better. He wants to be better than the next rep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that helps him a lot. But great dude, great teammate, great brother. I'm just wishing him all the best. But that's what makes him tick. Just be better than that first rep he had, and just want to be great.
You were talking about Jerry Hughes not taking days off, and you said Devonta Smith wants to take all his reps. You haven't always been that guy because in high school your coach didn't let you practice on Tuesdays because you would fuck the whole practice up because you were too good. Is that true?
Yes.
I just love how you said that. You're like ashamed that you ruined your high school practices. How about Saban at Bama? I feel like you guys are ready to go to the pros because of the way that program is run.
Yeah.
What are some things that now that you're in the pros and you get a taste of it that Saban prepared you for without even knowing maybe?
Honestly, like even though like it's a lot on our bodies and everything like that, it helps us when we get to the league because we do so much wear and tear. Like it was like reps after reps after reps after reps. And then when you get to the NFL, you be like, oh, this is it? Like
Yeah.
you only got 3 reps here?
Yeah.
And then at college where we was at, you was doing 10-play drives.
Yeah.
8-play drives, back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like non-stop reps. So when you get to the college level, you've been there, you've done that. And even if you get to a moment where you have to do 6 plays, like you've been through, harder. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like he tries to set you up for the future. Like if he knows you're great and he knows you're gonna go through his system, he's gonna do whatever he can. So when you do get to that next level, you've already seen it, you're already prepared. You can just go out there and go to work.
And then you got a Bama head coach now.
Yes.
That's kind of
Yes.
nice. What's Coach Ryan's like? I played against him. He was a hell of a player and a guy you just knew he would wind up being a coach. What do you see from Coach Ryan's?
Man, he has so much juice. He loves this game. He loves the process, and he knows what it's like. He's been in our shoes. He's been in our position, so he knows exactly like what we need to hear and everything like that, and the mentality that we need to have and everything. But just as far as like a head coach that's hands-on, he's involved with his players. You know what I'm saying? Like he's great. Like I'm so happy to be a part of this. So blessed because like to have a head coach like that, to jump up and down with you, run around. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody make a good play, he's running out there screaming, everything like that. That's what it's all about. So I mean, I can't say enough good things about Coach. He's great.
Well, him and Nick came on the pod, so I was real appreciative. We got a lot of Houston Texans guys on here. So I got some quick hitters for you. We got a couple minutes left here. Who's the next Bama guy? Like maybe that we don't know about that's going to be playing on Sundays with you in a couple years.
Next Bama guy, I got 2. I can't say one without the other.
Okay, give us 2. Yeah,
it's all love in the outside linebacker room, but I'm gonna go with Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell. Both of those guys are great, relentless guys. That love to play football and can get after the quarterback big time. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
yeah.
I played with both of them. I know what they're about, and they're gonna catch a lot of eyes this year for sure.
Okay, cool. I got them on my radar. How about some advice for a team that might be joining the SEC soon? Like Virginia, our little school. They're talking about the Big Ten. There were some whispers about the SEC, but the SEC is going to expand. Advice for those players that might be joining the SEC in the coming years.
I'll start with defense first.
Yeah.
If you cannot set the edge and stop the run, the SEC is not for you.
Yep.
Offense.
And you could do that too, though. I mean, you were setting the hell out of the edge, so yeah, that makes sense.
And offense, if you cannot run the ball, then the SEC is not for you.
Okay, good. I'll take that right down the street to the McHugh Center and tell them that. You probably room with a lot of Bama guys, maybe some of them in the NFL. I can remember when I was in school, I was living in a house with 8, 10 guys. That's the fun of college. Who is the worst Bama roommate?
Worst Bama roommate? Actually, I was in the dorm for 2 years.
Okay.
And I had the same roommate, Drew Sanders. He's with the Broncos now.
Okay.
He was with Arkansas last year. He played off the ball linebacker. Drew was great. He was quiet. Like
Clean up his stuff.
Yeah, he was good. Like me, and we was alike too. Like we both like nature, outdoors, fishing and stuff. So one thing I can say is we had all our fishing gear all over the like living room.
Really?
We had like bait, hooks, tackle, like all over the floor, everything. So we put that on both of us, but we were real clean. Like everything else was real clean except the living room. Because
I'm surprised you didn't pull a Joe Thomas. Do you remember when well, you were so young, but he just got in the Hall of Fame. Joe Thomas, when he was supposed to go to the draft, he skipped it to go fishing. He said that was the first time the Browns owner's plane ever smelled like fish bait. So that could have been you. You could have been Joe Thomas 2.0. How about I love this story. You got 5 older sisters. I heard some of the stuff they did to you growing up. They toughened you up. They were a tough crowd, man. It sounded like. But if you were the big brother, and I've asked some of my teammates this, and you had 5 younger sisters, who's a guy for Bama that you played with that you would actually let date your sister, and who's somebody that you would not let near your sisters?
Who I wouldn't let near my sisters?
That's the easier one, right?
Brian Branch. He plays with the Detroit Lions now.
Okay.
Absolutely not. 0. No.
That was easy.
Who would? I'll say Bryce or Mechie.
Okay, good. Great guy, I'm sure. Okay, a couple more for you. Toughest stadium to play in that people might not expect in the SEC?
Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay.
Tennessee.
And then a team you kind of low-key hated in the SEC?
Tennessee.
Okay, good. All right. Hey, one more thing. You love the All-Star breakfast at Waffle House or whatever it is. Is that your go-to?
That's my go-to, and I gotta get a patty melt though.
Okay, so I've already done this once, but I lost like a fantasy football kind of thing in the punishment. I don't know if you've seen this. Guys have to spend 24 hours in the Waffle House. Have you seen this? Yeah, I had to do it one time 2 years ago. I had to spend 24 hours in the Waffle House, but you get 1 hour taken off for every waffle you eat. So I was out of there in 12 hours. I ate 12 waffles. I got to go back in a month because I lost again. And my question to you would be, what do I have to have? I guess this is the All-Star breakfast and the patty melt?
Yeah, you got to get the patty melt.
Okay.
Or you can get the hash brown bowl.
Okay, hash brown bowl. I didn't do that last time. I don't know if there's a lot of room for a hash brown bowl when I got to eat 13 waffles, but Will, good luck this year, man. Pulling for you. I know you got some weights to throw around, so go do that. And hope you come back after you get 2-3 sacks one Sunday, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.